Swadika and welcome to the evening edition of NBT World Brief on NBT and NBT World. I'm Cholapansan Rula. China's Special Envoy for Asian Affairs, Deng Shijun, has visited Thailand and Cambodia to help ease border tensions and support ceasefire talks. Leaders from both countries expressed support for a ceasefire and a return to peaceful negotiations, while China offers to facilitate dialogue and help rebuild mutual trust. According to the Chinese embassy in Bangkok, Mr. Deng travelled to both countries from December 18 till the 23rd to meet senior officials on the border situation. In Cambodia, he met Prime Minister Hun Manet, Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Prak Sokhonn, Defence Minister General Tia Seha and Commander-in-Chief General Mao Sopan. In Thailand, Mr. Deng held talks with Prime Minister Anuthin Chanvirakul, Defence Minister General Nathapol Nakpanit, Chief of Defence Forces General Ukrit Buntanon and Permanent Secretary for Foreign Affairs Ek Siri Pintaruchi. He voices deep concern over the current situation and offers condolences to people killed or displaced on both sides. Mr. Deng stresses that the immediate priority is to secure a ceasefire and resume peaceful border talks. He confirms China's support for ASEAN-led mediation and for ASEAN observers to monitor any ceasefire arrangements. Both Thailand and Cambodia thanked China for its shuttle diplomacy and ongoing efforts to promote an acceptable peace process. They reaffirmed their commitment to easing tensions, restoring mutual trust, and working with China to achieve lasting peace and stability along the border. The Cabinet has revised its previous relief resolution to expand assistance for people affected by the Thai-Cambodian border conflict. The new decision extends eligibility for compensation from July 16th until the situation returns to normal, instead of ending on August 2nd. The budget ceiling remains at 404.6 million baht. Government spokesperson Siripong Angkasakul explained that the revision responds to continuing clashes along the border. The relief program covers both civilians and state officials, ensuring broader and more sustained support for all who meet the criteria. On December 16, the Prime Minister chaired a National Security Council meeting to coordinate accelerated payouts. The meeting assigned the Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Defence, Royal Thai Police, and the Office of the Permanent Secretary to the Prime Minister's office to speed up compensation across affected areas. If future casualties or damage exceed the current 404.6 million baht framework, responsible agencies may promptly request additional funding through normal budget procedures. Officials say the updated Cabinet resolution will help all agencies provide timely, efficient, and effective relief as long as the broader situation remains unstable. The Election Commission reminds candidates that legal campaigning is limited to presenting ideas, policies and personal credibility. Police Captain Chanin Noilek, Deputy Secretary General of the Election Commission, stresses that activities remain lawful only when they avoid money, gifts or banquets aimed at influencing voters. Section 73 of the election law bans vote buying, deception, threats, promises of benefits, and hosting banquets to sway voters. Violators face up to 1 to 10 years in prison, fines between 20,000 and 200,000 baht, and also political bans of up to 20 years. If clear vote buying evidence emerges, the Election Commission will refer cases to the Anti-Money Laundering Office for further prosecution. It clarifies that candidates may attend social events such as merit-making ceremonies, weddings and funerals. They may offer brief, courteous remarks only, without any campaigning. Candidates should limit events they host to family circles and avoid large banquets that could be seen as inducements. Serving alcohol at banquets is banned from 6 p.m. on the day before the election until 6 p.m. on election day. On qualifications, the EC explains that content creators who earn income from online views or social media platforms are not considered media business owners and are not disqualified from running. Public figures such as radio hosts and actors do not need to resign, but must clearly separate their professional roles from campaign activities and avoid inserting campaign messages into their work. Opinion polls may be conducted at any time. However, publishing poll results is prohibited during the 7 days before Election Day to prevent undue influence on undecided voters. The Federation of Thai Industries, or FTI, said the 2025 Motor Expo has helped support market growth, but stressed that vehicle deliveries and the upcoming government policies must be closely monitored, as both will influence consumer purchasing power and also the future direction of Thailand's automotive industry. Surapong Paisit Pathanapong, advisor to the chairman and spokesperson for the automotive industry group of the FTI, said domestic car sales this year are expected to reach the target of 600,000 units. A key positive factor is a strong response at the Motor Expo, where car bookings totaled 75,000 units. However, he cautioned that delivery performance needs close attention, as production in November came in lower than previously expected. The FTI is also closely watching the upcoming government's economic stimulus measures, which are expected to have a direct impact on consumer purchasing power and the overall outlook for the Thai automotive sector. Thailand produced about 130,000 vehicles in November 2025. That's down 4% from October, but up 11% year-on-year, driven by domestic demand. Total production for January to November 2025 stood at roughly 1.34 million units, a slight 2% decline from the same period last year. The Accident Prevention Network has launched a nationwide campaign ahead of the 2026 New Year Festival to reduce road deaths. The campaign focuses on family concern and the message that every traveller should return home safely without driving under the influence of alcohol. Director Prommin Kantiya visited the National Broadcasting Services of Thailand, or NBT, to promote the campaign. He stressed 4 pillars of readiness. Drivers must be physically prepared, vehicles must be in good condition, routes must be planned, and travellers must have a clear mind and enough time before driving. Director Prommin noted that alcohol consumption remains high during festive periods. During last year's 7 dangerous days, 311 people died in road accidents, affecting thousands of family members who suffered preventable losses. Families and friends are urged to remind loved ones not to drink and drive and to rest adequately before travelling. The Accident Prevention Network is also using emotional video clips that depict the real impact of crashes, alongside data on risk reduction. These materials are shared before and during the festival to raise awareness, encourage safer behaviour, and lower accident rates over the New Year holidays. And that's it for this edition of NBT World Brief. I'm Cholapansan Rula. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow. As for now, Swadee Ka.